So, Ayan, briefly tell me about yourself.
Yes. Sir, I was born in Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh. I did my schooling from Sanskriti School in New Delhi and my graduation in electrical engineering from IIT Delhi, where I graduated in 2021. I am currently in the Indian Police Service with Madhya Pradesh cadre, and I have taken extraordinary leave to appear for the exam again. Sir, in my free time, I enjoy playing chess.
So, which branch have you done in IIT Delhi?
Electrical engineering, sir.
Okay, okay. So, tell me why, after spending 4 years of a valuable time in IIT and learning electrical engineering, the field in which definitely you can pursue, do research, or contribute a lot to the nation technologically, and which is expected mostly out of the IIT graduates. And IIT has spent a lot of money on the graduates mostly to make them good engineers. Why did you move on to Indian Police Service? Why did you try for it in first place? Ayan.
Uh, Sir, certainly learning at IIT has enriched me in many ways, and learning electrical engineering did allow me to work in the field of research, which would also have been a great career option. But, sir, through my experiences at IIT in NSS as well as through exploring careers, I felt civil services would present me the best opportunity as a combination of career path as well as opportunity to contribute to people's lives. I also believe, sir, that my learnings at IIT will help me both directly and indirectly in the field of administration. That is why, sir, I opted for civil services, and I'm very grateful, sir, for the entire experience of IIT and it being a subsidized education.
See, Ayan, you said that your experience in IIT helped you, or maybe it would help you in administration. May I know how your stay at IIT Delhi help your administration?
There are both indirect and direct factors. So, indirectly speaking, the rigorousness of IIT, whether it be exams or classes, has always taught me to be able to handle any kind of pressure, whether it is time pressure, exam pressure, or even being overburdened with work. Secondly, sir, the discipline it has inculcated, being punctual, attending classes irrespective of tiredness or any other factor, those are also contributing to my work ethic. Thirdly, sir, engineering itself always teaches a problem solving mindset and logical and structured thinking, which is always helpful in any scenario. Coming to direct benefits, sir, understanding electrical engineering and the overall understanding of power sector that will help me coordinate with the power sector in my field of work to also understand India's policies on electrical or even electronics. It will help me function better, sir. Thirdly, sir, in IIT itself, I have taken up many open elective courses on rural development, psychology, and also economics, which will again help me in administration, sir.
Okay, so you have done electives. You have chosen electives in the field of rural development while you are in
Yes,
IIT. Okay,
yes,
tell
sir.
me, see, you are a technocrat. I mean, you are from IIT and you have done courses on rural development. Tell me 3 to 4 applications of technology in rural development that you have directly seen, and also tell me the technologies in rural development which as of now are not really applied but can be applied, which you always think that this is technology which you have to apply for rural development, but as of now we are not doing it. Both what are presently being applied, what you think shall
Yes.
be applied.
Sir, one area I believe is power sector, where to some extent technologies are being employed for rural electrification. But at the same time, I believe there is more scope for solar power, which while it is being done to some extent, it is not nearly as much as there is potential. We can consider rooftop solar for many rural areas, which will help in the development, sir. Secondly, sir, coming to education, sir, there is immense potential for decentralized system of education in a remote form. For example, sir, if we have television or other screens in certain areas to telecast teaching being done in a remote area, this will provide quality education to those areas, sir. Thirdly, sir, in some districts, there have been measures taken to incorporate technological tools like virtual reality to teach certain subjects, which has helped in contextual understanding and in audio-visual method of teaching, sir. This can be expanded to other areas subject to the financial considerations. Fourthly, sir, technology for telemedicine such as e-Sanjeevani is being done, sir.
Can you elaborate on telemedicine? Presently, what is the status of telemedicine in the villages of Madhya Pradesh?
Sir, telemedicine is a method of connecting doctors to patients or connecting patients to any form of medical services via telephone so that they can access medical facilities even if they are not physically accessible via telephone. Sir, in Madhya Pradesh also these are being followed. And while the situation is not yet up to mark, but steps are being taken, sir. And on these lines, there are also Sanjeevani clinics being constructed to decentralize health, sir.
Do you think even today, as we're talking about e-Sanjeevani, which may be the output of Ayan, are you able to hear
Sorry,
me?
sir, last part. Sorry, sir, last part got cut, sir.
See, we are talking about telemedicine, which may be an output of shortage of doctors in the rural areas. That may be one of the reason for telemedicine. Okay. Now, what is the status of availability of doctors in the rural Madhya Pradesh presently?
Sir, the number of doctors overall in Madhya Pradesh as well as in India are not yet sufficient to cater to all the entire population. And secondly, sir, more doctors tend to be in urban areas rather than rural areas. Sir, I am not aware of the exact statistics, but certainly there is a requirement of more medical personnel, both doctors and nurses. At the same time, sir, ASHA workers are contributing positively in this direction, sir.
Okay, and see, you're talking about entire India also, doctors are not sufficient. So, do you mean to tell me that whatever is prescribed by World Health Organization regarding the doctor to patient ratio, Ayan, do you think
Yes,
in
sir.
India the doctor to patient ratio is far less than the WHO prescribed standards?
Sir, as far as I can recall, the WHO prescribed is one doctor for around 1,000 people, whereas in India there is one doctor for around 1,400 to 1,500 people. Sir, I will check this again, but this does indicate a slight shortage, sir.
Oh, so almost like 50% less doctors, according to the statistics that you say. But you're not sure
Sir, I will.
about it. Okay.
Yes, sir, I'm not very sure.
See, because of the shortage of doctors, quacks are coming into picture. Quacks are aware of that? Do you know who quacks are?
Very sorry, sir. Could you please repeat?
QUACKS, quacks.
Sorry, sir, I have not come across.
Okay, basically quacks are unregistered or uncertified doctors who are not actually eligible to treat. Maybe some of them can be called as RMP doctors. You are from village or city, Ayan?
Sir, city.
City. So you never heard of RMP doctors or quacks who are not certified doctors, who are not generally
Sir,
certified to practice medicine.
Sir, I had not heard of this terminology, but yes, sir, I am aware that many such non-certified doctors they have clinics also and they treat a lot of patients.
So what shall we do? If you are health secretary of your state, what would be your action regarding these quacks for RMP doctors?
Sir, first would certainly be strict regulation of such persons to ensure that if any such medical personnel is conducting their activities, they should make it very clear that they are not certified and they should have a proactive disclosure about their certifications or their education. Secondly, sir, a measure should be to increase the awareness among people to ensure they are aware of such medical practitioners who may not be certified so that they can accordingly take decisions. Third, sir, would be to augment the capacity and the number of medical personnel available so that the people can always go to more certified persons.
So do you mean to say you would stop them from doing practice, or you would allow them to do practice if they exhibit if they exhibit that they are not certified and still they can continue practice, and they have to stop practice. What would you do with them, the quacks? Would you ban them, or what would you do?
Sir, I believe try to get them certified in case their competence is completely valid and the only reason for their lack of certification might be regulatory or administrative reasons. Otherwise, sir, if they are following practices which are not valid or if they are unscientific, then they would have to be stopped, sir. Another reason I believe is the emerging traditional medicines, which often are not certified. So, sir, doing further research on them and exploring their effectiveness, that will allow their certification and to bring them within the ambit of registered personnel, sir.
Okay, traditional medicine in the sense Ayush.
Yes, sir. And other such emerging methods, sir, which may not have been discussed yet.
See, Ayan, you're talking about virtual reality and its application in education. That's what you told me just now, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In rural India, do you think really virtual reality can be used for education at this stage, at this moment?
Sir, it certainly cannot be used on a continuous basis. But, sir, I have heard of a project, but I'm unable to recall the name, where it was used for a period of time, sir, to increase the understanding of concepts of students, and it had a significant impact. So perhaps there could be a system of mobile vans or a temporary teaching module, which can help to build the foundation of students. After the basic concepts are grasped, then certainly it can be built upon teaching can be built upon without requiring such technology, sir. Also, sir, trying to create such technology in a cost-effective manner can make a push to this, sir.
Okay. See, you told about education through satellite, online education, virtual reality. You are more focused towards education in the rural areas. You want to have technology education. Do you think if teachers are well trained in the rural areas, because in India right now we have primary schools, secondary schools in almost all the villages. If teachers are well trained, government school teachers, do you think still this satellite education, digital education, virtual reality would be of really of any use?
Sir, it is certainly these technologies are something that have an immense opportunity. And yes, sir, as you mentioned, if enough teachers are there of good quality, then that would be a major push to rural education. At the same time, sir, such technologies can help increase the quality of learning. It can boost the teaching outcomes. It can also help bring more students to school to ensure higher enrollment and attendance ratio, sir.
Hmm. Okay. See, you have done triple E. Can we call it triple E? Is
Yes.
it triple E?
So the official name is electrical, but yes, sir, there were both electrical and electronics components, sir.
Electrical and electronics. I mean, what is the difference between electrical and electronics?
Yes. Sir, electrical tends to deal with the flow of current in the power sector largely or at a large scale, for example, transformers, whereas electronics tends to deal with the flow of electrons in semiconductors at a very small level, for example, in small devices. Uh, Secondly, sir, electrical tends to deal with high power and low frequency, whereas electronics deals with high frequency and low power, sir.
So has it the difference you said about frequency and power, main difference. Can
Yes.
voltage be a parameter in differentiating these two? Voltage.
Sir, usually, if I understand correctly, yes, usually electrical deals with higher voltage levels, whereas for electronics, the devices use low voltage. It would still be electronics, sir.
Okay. And then what is a pass band?
Sir, a pass band refers to a range of frequencies which corresponding to which signals will be observed in the output, and the frequencies which do not lie within this pass band will be blocked, sir.
And what is an operation amplifier?
Sir, the operational amplifier called an op-amp is a system which tends to amplify the current or the voltage at an output given an input, sir.
Okay. See, already you're working in the field of Indian Police Service. Working in the sense you're getting trained, undergoing
Yes.
training. Why do you want to again write the examination and come into IAS? What is the reason behind you are not being happy with the IPS? You just started training, right? Within the few months, what have you realized that made you think that IPS is not suitable for you?
Sorry, sir, I am certainly very happy with the Indian Police Service also. And sir, I would be very happy to continue with it also. I believe the IS would be more suitable to my area of the work, the type of work that I am seeking to do, as well as the diversity present in IS would make me more interested in the Indian Administrative Service, sir. Otherwise, sir, certainly I am extremely happy with both services, sir.
Okay. So you feel that in IAS you will be able to contribute more.
Sir, I believe the contribution wise, both IAS and IPS are equal, and it would be difficult to compare. But sir, I would be able to contribute in a more direct manner as an IS, which I personally want to do, sir.
Okay. After getting into training in NPA, I mean police training,
Yes.
tell me what qualities have you learned additionally during this training, which you think you lacked previously?
Sir, actually, I have taken extraordinary leave from the training, sir. I have not attended training.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Then see, tell me the qualities that you think you have, which make you think that you are fit to be a IS officer.
So first, I would say my social skills and my ability to get along well with people. Secondly, sir, I would say my analytical abilities to analyze any situation and to think in both short term and long term to see the bigger picture as well as the finer details. Thirdly, sir, I would say my leadership qualities, such as my emotional intelligence or my ability to work well with other people, sir.
Can you please give me an example of emotional? Can you please give me an example from your life which actually demonstrates that you have got the emotional intelligence that you are talking about, Ayan?
Yes. Sir, one simple example would be to be able to regulate my emotions. For example, sir, being able to handle pressure. If I talk about chess, sir, then my hobby, which is bullet and blitz chess, they involve playing chess with in a very small time control. So, sir, being able to stay calm when there is only 5 or 6 seconds on our clock and continuing to think properly, that I believe is a good example of emotional intelligence.
Okay. You have participated in any state level competitions, district level, and you have won any competitions in chess?
Yes, sir. Sir, I have taken part in national inter-school level chess, and sir, I am internationally rated chess player.
Oh, very good. So what is your rating?
Thank you, sir.
What is your rating?
81. But now the new rules have come up, so my rating will become 1592, sir.
If you have to be called as a grandmaster, how many points you have to score?
So there are multiple norms for becoming a grandmaster. Sir, one is to have a rating of above 2500. Second, sir, I'm not able to recall the exact number of points, but sir, there is a specific criteria of which all tournaments have to be played and the minimum number of grandmaster opponents that have to be played also. I will recheck the exact requirements, sir.
These days, we are hearing the name of Pragnananda.
Yes.
Pragnan. And you might be knowing Anand, Vishwanath Anand. Okay. If you compare the playing styles of these two, in what aspects do you think Vishwanath Anand is better, and what aspects do you think Pragnananda is better?
Sir, I personally would not be able to compare their playing styles as I'm not of their level, I feel. But, sir, talking about their careers, sir, certainly Pragnananda is much younger and holds much more talent. But we also have to appreciate that Mr. Vishwanathan Anand flourished at a time where there were not enough resources and not enough softwares to help. So, Mr. Vishwanathan Anand's grit and perseverance being able to play chess at such a level where no one in India was playing chess at that level, that is remarkable, sir. And Pragnananda's talent at such a young age, being able to play at that level, that is also commendable, sir.
And then I can see most of these players would be getting the funding or help from the government only after they become champions. But what about the young people who want to make a career in chess? Before becoming champion is a time when they require the actual encouragement, funding, or any kind of support. But do you think in India, young chess players are getting that?
Sir, certainly the such support is not as high as it could be or it should be to support our young talents. But sir, now several other measures have come up. For example, sir, chess scholarships are there. Even when chess tournaments are held, often the winners donate their prize money to young talents who they feel can benefit from it. There are many institutions that have come up, sir. For example, Vishwanathan Anand's WACA, which is also helping many players. And sir, sometimes state governments offer support to young players, sir.
Okay. Madhya Pradesh state, what kind of support is it offering?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware if there is any support, sir.
Okay. See, you're from Madhya Pradesh. And tell me the most backward region of Madhya Pradesh.
Sir, in my understanding, it is Alirajpur. The socio-economic parameters are the most backward in this district, sir.
Is it in Bundelkhand region?
No, sir. If I recall correctly, it is southwest, but I will check again, sir.
So do you think the region, the districts in Bundelkhand are highly backward in Madhya Pradesh?
Sir, some regions in the Bundelkhand are backwards, and the water crisis in the region is a strong contributor to that. Otherwise, sir, the some districts in southeast part of Madhya Pradesh, due to the large tribal population there, are also backward, sir.
Okay, okay. So they are close to Chhattisgarh, right?
Sorry, sir.
They are close to Chhattisgarh, the state of
Yes, sir.
Chhattisgarh.
Yes, sir. For example, Mandla district, sir.
See, in the last 2 decades of formation of Chhattisgarh, Ayan, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, in the last 2 years of formation of Chhattisgarh state, based on your experience and observation, tell me, if Chhattisgarh is not carved out of Madhya Pradesh, do you think still Chhattisgarh can be developed?
Sir, certainly the opportunity for that would have been there. It would have depended more on the policy focus. Sir, speaking about socio-economic parameters, certainly Chhattisgarh has seen a massive improvement after being carved out as an independent state. Perhaps, sir, if it continued to stay in Madhya Pradesh, but adequate focus was given to the development of those regions, then also it could have developed significantly, sir.
Now, based on this experience, tell me, can Vidarbha be carved out of Maharashtra?
Sir, in my understanding, it is a successionist demand which should not be given out because, sir, it may lead to more cascade effect of other regions also demanding autonomy. Perhaps, sir, some a level of autonomy can be given to them, which I believe is already being done. But, sir, I do not believe that we should aim to create more states, sir. Unity, in my opinion, is more important.
Unity.
Sir, while it is true that simply carving out a state does not affect unity, but sir, it may lead to more demands of separation from other states, and in the worst case, it may even lead to demands of succeeding from India itself, sir, for certain regions.
So, you don't support formation of Telangana state also, Ayan? The recently formed state, Telangana state. You don't support it?
Sorry, sir, I should have been specific, sir. Sir, this I believe was a right move because, sir, the Telangana region, which was resource rich, was not being given adequate focus, sir. So the division was justified, I believe, but I will have to check the exact impact of the decision, sir.
Hmm. See, Bundelkhand region has been backward for a very long time. And central government has focused on such regions, specifically Bundelkhand also. Tell me the special provisions available for the Bundelkhand region from the central government for its development.
Sir, one measure I can think of is the Ken-Betwa interlinking project that has been done largely to provide water to the Bundelkhand region. Other than that, sorry, sir, I'm not aware of a specific measure for the Bundelkhand.
See, have you heard of special category status?
Yes, sir.
Have heard of Backward Regions Grant Fund?
Sorry, sir. I will check again, sir.
Okay. So this Backward Regions Grant Fund, is it there for any of the regions of Madhya Pradesh?
Sorry, sir. I will have to check.
See, constitutionally, Government of India constitutionally has provided some support for some regions of India. For example, in Karnataka, the Hyderabad Karnataka region, and similarly some states, it has given special provisions, specifically for the backward areas, for the tribal areas. On those lines, in Madhya Pradesh, are there any regions where government, central government is directly involving and giving funds or support or any kind of not only financial support but structural support? Is it giving to Madhya Pradesh? Any of the regions of Madhya Pradesh?
Sir, in my knowledge, the special category status is not given to any portion of Madhya Pradesh. But, sir, there are many which are given focus through various programs or policies such as the PESA and other protective measures such as the Forest Right Act. And, sir, several districts of Madhya Pradesh, I believe, are under the Aspirational Districts program. But I will have to check which one specifically, sir.
See, you're talking about PESA and Forest Rights Act, right?
Yes.
What is PESA? And what is its
Sir,
main role? What is its main role?
yes. Sir, the PESA stands for the Panchayat Extension to Scheduled Areas Act. Sir, it seeks to extend Panchayat to the areas under the sixth schedule in a manner that the Gram Panchayat is empowered to have high level of autonomy within the area, sir, to ensure that land is not diverted or for other measures in the district, sir.
You said PESA is for the sixth schedule, right?
Sorry, sir, I'm slightly confused whether fifth or sixth schedule. I will check again.
Are you sure PESA is either for fifth or sixth one of them?
Sir, as per my knowledge, yes, sir, but I will check again, sir. I might be missing something.
Okay. Tell me why there should be the difference of fifth schedule, sixth schedule. All of them are tribal areas, right? Why this?
Yes.
Why the demarcation?
So the demarcation is largely because the sixth schedule regions are more in the northeast, sir. But yes, I believe, sir, it can be clubbed. Perhaps it was done because of the difference requirements in these two areas, sir.
Yes, but what are the different requirements?
Sir, one difference that I can think of is that in the northeast there were also earlier a lot of insurgency which posed such tribal areas to a greater threat. Other than that, sir, culturally also they might be different because most of the fifth schedule areas come under the central India portion, sir. The northern and central India.
You said that land is being. Just now you told me something about land is being diverted for which PESA is required, something like that, right?
Yes, sorry, sir. I think I got confused with the Forest Rights Act, sir.
Okay, okay. See, if at all government is doing a linear project of construction of roadways and railways through a forest, do you think it needs to take permission from panchayats of the scheduled areas? Is it mandatory for panchayats to give permission for the construction of linear projects from the central government or state government? Ayan?
Sir, in my knowledge, for railways and communication-oriented activities, the union has direct control, and so the panchayats would not have to be consulted, sir. Sir, in my understanding, the requirement for consultation is when the land is being diverted, the forest land is being diverted for non-forest land, except for certain exemptions, sir.
You said that government no need to take any permission. Okay, understand. But any private,
Sir, I will check.
Okay.
Yes.
Any private firm which has come up with a large project in tribal areas, but because of the decision taken by PESA against that company, the overall project is stalled, and government did not give permission for that company to do that project. Can you give me examples of any such projects in India?
Sir, one project I can recall is the Buxhawa mining project, where the SLR firm, I think, that had presented opportunity to mine diamond in the region, but due to environmental concerns, and I believe there was a state the project, sir. I will check once more about this. Very
Okay.
sorry.
See, coming to in Madhya Pradesh, mining has been a problem. Which part of Madhya Pradesh and which particular mining of which particular ore, has been in use for a very long time for the wrong practices in mining.
Sir, one area that has been in news is certainly the Bakshawa area, sir, in Chhatarpur district for diamond mining. Other than that, sir, sand mining and sand mafia have also been issues in Madhya Pradesh, sir. They are prevalent more in the Gwalior and Chambal region, sir.
What are the problems with sand mining? How does sand mining affect or impact the ecology or ecosystem?
Sir, the biggest threat is by sand mining and excessive sand mining is that the river is not prevented from. So the river can cause flooding in the region. The safety that the banks present is eroded, and I believe, sir, it also causes salinization of the water, which can affect the aquatic life.
Oh, salinization also. You
Yes.
mentioned bullet, chess, blitz, bullet, bug house. What is it?
Sir, these are three variants of chess, sir.
Okay, what is bug house?
Sir, Bughouse is a 2 versus 2 variant of chess played in teams where the two boards are connected in the manner that any piece captured on one board can be utilized in the other board.
Hmm. See, you wrote a lot about NSS, specifically NSS in your leadership positions. See, I feel that NSS is used just to get certificates in these colleges. I feel that 90% of these college students who participate in NSS, they do not really have any, sense for doing social service. I feel that as they have to be part of NCC or something or sports NSS, they naturally go to NSS. This is my feeling towards NSS in these colleges. Do you support my feeling?
Sir, to some extent, it is certainly true. As a project in charge myself, I have seen that some students do take NSS simply because they have to choose between one of the programs. But, sir, on the optimistic note, I have seen that one, there are many people who voluntarily take part in such activities and even continue to work beyond the 100-hour policy. Often, some students work for 120 or 130 hours. Secondly, sir, one very important observation I had is that many students, even though they might have joined NSS simply out of choice, they tend to actually enjoy the work and they start to find it fulfilling and then go beyond the basic mandate, sir.
Okay. See, you are talking about diamond mining. You spoke about this. Have you heard of
Yes.
synthetic diamonds? Have you heard of synthetic diamonds?
Sir, I have heard of lab grown diamonds. Are you referring to those, sir?
Okay, lab grown diamonds. Don't you
Yes.
think lab grown diamonds shall be encouraged in order to reduce this too much mining of diamonds?
Yes, sir. To some extent, lab-grown diamonds will present a good alternative, and they are also a very labor-intensive industry, so they will present employment opportunities. Yet, sir, they may not be a complete solution because diamonds in India are largely used for jewelry purposes, which have a very high social value, and secondly, for industrial purposes, where the hardness of diamond becomes very important, sir.
See, specifically this mining, total diamond, look at, we're talking about the mining in Madhya Pradesh, mining in general. Why are these resource rich regions, I mean mineral resources? Ayan, are you able to hear me?
Sorry, sir, last part got cut, sir.
See, as you're talking about these minerals, why are these mineral resources regions are generally backward? Maybe Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, maybe Hyderabad, Karnataka region, maybe African countries. Wherever there are rich mineral resources, those regions are naturally backward, economically and socially. Why? Why the strange coincidence?
Sir, one reason I can think of is what is known as the Dutch disease, sir. That often such regions being resource rich, they do not develop economic models for their growth, rather, and they only rely on their natural resources, which in the long run is not economically viable. Other than that, sir, I believe it may simply be a matter of policy and a matter of coincidence. Because if we look at the example of China, then it is also fairly resource rich and it has capitalized on that, sir.
You also worked for blind women. May I know the major reasons for the blindness in India? Or tell me three
Sir,
main reasons for the blindness among Indians.
yes. Sir, almost two-thirds of the cases are due to cataract. Other than that, sir, is by birth due to retinal disorders, but I'm not sure how much percentage is due to that, sir. And other, sir, one more cause is glaucoma or other such health issues, sir.
What is glaucoma?
Sir, it is a health issue which has many effects, but blindness is one of them, sir. I'm not aware of the exact details, sir. But I believe it is related to sugar, sir. I will check once again.
Okay. Which phone do you use? Ayan? Which phone? Which mobile phone do you use? Which smartphone do you use?
Sir, at present, I have a Redmi Note 8, sir.
Okay. Tell me the features in the Redmi Note 8 which are made for the comfort of blind people.
Sir, one feature is the text to speech feature, which is there enabled in the phone also and in different websites these days, which facilitates easy use. Secondly, sir, it has a specific focus of accessibility, which allows voice command, voice instructions, which will allow use of phone very easily, sir.
Can blind people be taken into Indian Police Service?
Very sorry, sir.
Can blind people be taken into Indian Police Service?
No, sir. If the person has a higher than benchmark disability, then there are no seats for them at present, sir.
No seats in IPS? No seats in IAS also?
Sir, in IAS there are seats, sir.
Why IAS has seats for blind people, but IPS has no seats for blind people?
Sir, I believe it is due to, at present, it might be considered that a visually impaired person may not be able to effectively carry out all the work and duties of the police, especially on the field. And it being a specialized force which does have physical requirements, it has other physical requirements also, sir, such as height and chest size. Whereas for the IAS, sir, certainly a visually impaired person can carry out all the functions, especially in today's world.
See, okay, I understand that because of blindness, they may not be able to perform certain duties. But then you told about height and chest. How does height and chest really impact the job of an IPS officer? Here we're not talking about constables, talking about IPS officers. How does the chest and height really impact their job, their duty?
Sir, I do believe this is one
Ayan,
because, sir, I do not believe that there is a necessity of height which, sorry, sir, did get cut?
yeah. No, continue.
Yes. Sir, so I do not believe that height is such an important issue that a person should be rejected simply on that basis. Similarly, sir, chest size is a very dynamic concept which a person can actually increase over time. So it should perhaps not be a criteria for medically rejecting a person. So, sir, perhaps expert committees can be set up to delve into this topic. Medical aspect does remain important for an IPS officer at the field, but, sir, perhaps reform can be made in this area.
Okay, Ayan. Ayan's elections are coming. Elections are around the corner. Tell me, if you have to choose between state funding of elections and or electoral bonds, one of these two if you have to choose, which one will you choose? Electoral bonds or state funding of elections?
Sir, at present, I would choose electoral bonds because state funding may not be viable. But in the long run, sir, if we can come up with a model of state funding which is equitable and creates a level playing field in a transparent manner, then that I believe would be highly beneficial.
See, India is called French president as chief guest for the present, this year's Republic Day. And many say that India has got strategic friendship with France. Maybe one of the output of such strategic friendship is the purchase of Rafale. How is Rafale different from other top-notch aircrafts produced by many other companies around the world? Why India specifically has chosen Rafale by rejecting many other countries' proposals?
Sir, I believe one reason was its interoperability with other Indian defense capacity. But other than that, sir, I will have to check the technical capacity, technical specification. Sorry, sir.
Okay. If you are India's foreign secretary, what would you be doing now to regarding the India-Maldives relationship?
Sir, my major focus would be to build convergences with Maldives to ensure that there is a structural convergence with India, and irrespective of which political party comes to power or what the people may be influenced by, they continue to have friendly relations with India. Certainly, sir, this can be done in the field of the Indian Ocean region, supporting them with water and electricity, which we are already doing, as well as in disaster management measures, sir.
Ayan, before ending the interview, do you want to tell us or tell me something?
No, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity, sir.